Hello, and glad to have you here. Today we're going to talk about this is day two, and we've been talking about things that help us growing our business in the realm of mindset. And so we talked yesterday about what it was in general, and had some self-awareness in there. I'm sorry, I'm pulling my notes closer. 'Cause I don't know why I put them back there. I'm at a new desk, and it's kind of putting things out of my way. So I'm still working on that. But anyway, so today I wanted to talk about what do you hear when, say, when things are quiet? Do you ever hear a little voice in your head telling you this or telling you that? Telling you you can't do that because you're afraid of this, and you can't do that because you're not good at that, and those types of things. So today our topic is talking around that, and I have notes here on my phone, and I use my phone as notes also, and I have notes that I've scribbled down just to keep me on track. So, as you're hopping on, let me know what you think about this. Do you have a little voice? I mean, I heard people say that, and I can remember back in the day, I would have thought that was crazy, but it's not. We have it's our voice that's telling us certain things, and it's always good to be able to be aware, which we talked some on self-awareness yesterday, how important it is to know what's being said and how you react to it and what you can do to maybe change that to make things better. So, when we're talking about what the voice is saying, for me, um, well, let me before I go there, I'm about to introduce myself, but I want to make sure that you guys are hopping on and let me know where you're coming in from. That's always interesting, and I really like that. And I'd love to have some interaction with you as well. The other thing is, if and when, not if, but when we are done with this today, we have one more day. Tomorrow's Thursday, and I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we will wrap this up. But for right now, I want you to be thinking about some of the things that you may be saying to yourself. And are they things that encourage you? What and you may have to think back. Maybe you're not haven't noticed it. It took me a little while. I don't think I noticed it until I became more aware. I just, whatever it was, it just kind of I would keep going. I didn't notice it as much or even notice it at all. But it's important to note. So as we continue to talk about that, but let me finish and I'll introduce myself first to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. And you guys can do your part by hopping in, let me know where you're coming in from and what you think about this question. And are you hearing that little voice that keeps telling you certain things and if they're good or bad? So, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help entrepreneurs and business builders to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I use a variety of ways to do that. I use attraction marketing, I use lead generation, as well as video marketing and giving modern, updated, and trending strategies. And so basically, that is what I do. And I always like to let you know that you can, if you have questions that you want to go deeper with, whatever topic we're talking about today, you can always reach me on Messenger if you have a question about something about this, or whatever we're discussing, or even if it's not exactly about that, you can still get me a messenger and drop me a question and I'll answer it for you if I can. If I can't, then I will use my friend Google, which is one of those things that I always use, and I'll see what I can figure out and help you out or point you to a direction that's going to help you to get the information that you're trying to get. So as I was, oh geez, my okay, there we go. Okay, so when we're talking about the voice or voice that you voices, talking about How do I make this sound where it's not sounding like you're crazy and hearing voices? I hear a little voice that I noticed last night. I don't hear it that often, I guess, because I'm not really open to it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't come and doesn't try to sway me to do things that, you know, like go take a nap. You're tired. You don't need to stay in front of that computer all day. You don't need to stay in front of that computer for an hour. Take a break, go sit down, put your feet up, those types of things. Um, the other, and some of the others are some that one of my mentors has mentioned several times is that, even though we may not want to hear it, that little voice is in there telling us, you can't do that. You're poor. You've always been poor and you will always be poor. So your brain, your mind, your subconscious is always doing what it can to keep you safe. And as it's doing that, it's actually blocking you and causing you to stumble or causing you to get stuck. And so there are certain things, yeah, we want our brain to be available for that fight and flight, type thing that we have in our, that's a part of us. But we also want to be able to, we want to be able to quiet that little small voice when it's saying things to us that are keeping us from our goals, that are keeping us from the things that we want to do in life, that are keeping us from talking to people that we want to help. Those people like us. Everybody has a different niche that they're in, and some of us are in the same niche, some of us aren't. Some of us had narrowed it way down, and some of it, is really broad for some people, and that's the way they like it. But those people are probably leaders that have already been in the game for a while, and so they have a large following. And but everybody doesn't have that. And if we listen to the little voice in our head that tells us that we can't, then we end up backing off, and not doing the things that we should be doing. So, what is your little voice telling you, or what are you hearing? Can you share that with me, or do you even understand or get what I'm talking about? Because for me, I don't think I was that aware of a little voice telling me something until I really listened for it a couple of days ago. I'm sure that it's been there all along, but I always tell myself, I won't say always, nobody's perfect, but I usually tell myself, you can do this, Cherie. You've done, things that were even harder, before. You've made it through a lot of stuff and you're still walking, you're still stepping. So continue to keep going. I do stop and I give myself a high five in the mirror, especially I haven't read the book yet, but everybody that's on there's a group of us on a team, in the health and wellness business, and we are that's one of my streams of income. And so we were, talking one day about this and the voice that comes. And a lot of people hear that little voice that's saying, no, you can't do this. No, you don't really want to do this, and whatever, some of the things I said earlier. And as I continue to listen, I actually have started to hear that little voice say, well, so what are you going to do? Why do you want to do that? Isn't it better to just kinda sit back and relax? And I was like, "Oh, come on, no," because 'cause I'm, like, going, "No," as much as I heard people say it, I'm going, "No, I don't have a little small voice. I don't have anything telling me anything negative," but, I have something, I have the little ta and it's my voice, and it's telling me, "Oh, go relax, be comfortable," and I've said that to, my sister, when I'm really exhausted. I've said, "I'm really, really tired, and, I really don't wanna do, this other whatever it is that I had to do." And, and she was like, "Oh, well, maybe you ought to just, take a break, but I didn't need to hear that. What I needed to hear is, "Well, Cherie, uh, how's your day going? If it's going well, don't let something interrupt you and cause you to be thrown off. thrown off balance and, losing track of what you're supposed to be doing, do what's going to help you to keep building the business that you want to build and growing your following that you want to, grow, of those people that want to hear what it is you have to say because you're actually solving problems by pointing them to solutions. So it's that's but my sister is we're like night and day. We're very close, but we're like night and day. She has her way of doing things, and I have my way. And that's just kind of the way it is. That's the way it is with most. I mean, some people have best friends and they're like, well, we're total opposites, but we love each other, and they keep each other on track. Excuse me, little water. So basically, think about this. Think about what you're hearing when you're trying to move forward, building your business online. And that's basically the people that I help. Those people that want to come online and build their business online and learn how to use social media. And there's so many. I mean, it's crowded, it's busy, but if we're out there, we need to, do what it is that we want to do so that we can attract those people that we want to serve. And for me, like I've said before, probably you've heard me say this a number of times if you listened to me before, is that I wanted to help people that were doing what I was doing, and I was just so frustrated and tired, and even to the point of just feeling sick, of having to go to one more meeting where nobody showed up except for, the team that I was on. And so I wanted to do something different, and that is what I did. And so now I get to come on here and talk to you and tell you about the things that I've learned and to share with you the things that I've learned so that maybe it can help you in your situation. It may not. It may not be something for you, but hopefully, the information that I shared today was helpful in being able to think about it as you're going through your day, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are in the world, when you have time, just stop and sit and think about it and think, about what it is you want to achieve and see if something tells you, a little voice, your own little voice saying, oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to move any further. Aren't you comfortable doing what we're doing? We've got a job, we're going to work every day, so on and so on. And that's fine, but some people want to break out of that, and they want to do more, and they want to be able to live their lives on their terms and use their ability to set their own schedule up. And I'd be wondering if they can take the holiday off for Christmas or take the holiday off for Thanksgiving or whatever. Those are days we have coming up. But so I'm not going to keep on talking because I think basically overall you've got the point. You can reach me in Messenger if you have any questions. Just shoot me a message and I will get back with you. And just put in Messenger that you just want to talk about the little small voice. Something simple, something that's going to help you to um, get my attention. So, because when I go in there, I go looking, and I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of associates. And so, if you say, you can even say about today's live, whatever that might be, and we can just go on from there. So, I'm going to go on and get off now. But if you have any questions, remember you can always message me in Messenger. So, take care. Talk soon. See you tomorrow. Bye now.